O Lord, in your silence, help me recognize your love. O Lord, there are times when I feel lost in the darkness, calling out but hearing no response. I have knelt before you, offering all my burdens, the hidden pains I cannot share with anyone. Yet, Lord, everything still seems so silent. Do you hear me, Lord? Do you see the tears I shed through the sleepless nights? You have said, I will not leave you as orphans. I will come to you. But, oh Lord, there are moments when my heart wavers, like a small boat in the vast ocean. The storms of life surround me, and I see no shore in sight. My heart asks, why are you silent? Why do I cry out to you and receive no answer? But Lord, I know that silence does not mean you have abandoned me. In that silence, you are calling me to place my complete trust in you, not only when I witness miracles, but even when I see nothing at all. I remember your words. Blessed are those who have not seen and yet have believed. So Lord, even when I do not understand your plans, I want to surrender my life into your hands. Grant me patience so I may wait with peace. Oh Lord, I understand that there are lessons only learned in silence. When you are silent, perhaps you are teaching me to grow in faith, to live not only by signs and wonders, but by trust alone. I realize that instead of merely waiting for answers, I must learn to listen with my heart. Almighty Lord, please do not let your silence discourage me. Help me remain steadfast in prayer, even when I do not yet see the things I hope for. Remind me that you are always here, right beside me, even when I cannot feel you. O Lord, I surrender. I offer you my worries, my longing, and my expectations. Help me believe that even when I cannot hear your voice, your love still surrounds me, today and forever. O Lord, in prayer, I find strength and healing. O Lord, there are days when my heart feels heavy, my soul weary like a withered leaf before a strong wind. I come to you with burdens no one else understands, with pains only I know. And in that exhaustion, I kneel, close my eyes and pray. Lord, is prayer not only a conversation with you, but also a moment of rest in your love? Is it in my weakest moments that prayer becomes the place where I find strength? You have said, come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. O Lord, I come before you, carrying the weight of my heart, laying it all at your feet. Let me rest in you as a little child rests in the embrace of their father. There are times when I pray and hear no reply. Yet in the silence, I realize that prayer itself has already calmed my heart. When I pour out my worries before you, I feel lighter. When I surrender my wounds to you, I feel healed. O Lord, I understand that prayer does not always change my circumstances, but it surely transforms my soul. Lord, it is in moments of prayer that I see my heart most clearly. The wounds, the resentment, the doubts, all melt away in your presence. Like the sun warming a cold winter day, your love comforts me through each whispered prayer. You have said, I am with you always, even to the end of the age. Those words give me strength to keep walking, even when I know the road ahead is still filled with trials. O Lord, help me remain faithful in prayer. Do not let me come to you only in suffering, but teach me to offer you my joys as well. Let me pray not only to seek blessings, but to love you more each day. Almighty Lord, today I offer you all that I have, my joys, my sorrows, my hopes, and even the things I do not yet understand. Be with me, grant me peace in my soul, and help me always remember that as long as I have you, I lack nothing. Oh Lord, your timing is always the best. Oh Lord, how many times have I waited for something, yet seen no sign from you? I grow impatient, I worry, and I ask myself, Lord, do you hear me? Why do I keep praying and yet receive no answer? I know you are almighty, but at times it feels as if my prayers disappear into emptiness. And yet, Lord, when I sit in silence, I remember your words. My thoughts are not your thoughts, and my ways are not your ways. Suddenly, I understand. Perhaps you have heard me all along, but you are waiting for the perfect moment to act. You see beyond what I can see. You know what is truly necessary, what will bring the greatest good into my life. Oh Lord, there are moments when I want to rush, when I long for immediate answers, but I forget that you have a perfect plan for my life. I may not understand today, but one day I will look back and see that your timing was always precise. Just as a seed needs time to sprout, just as the sun takes time to break through after a storm, everything in your hands happens at the right moment. Lord, please teach me patience. Help me trust in you, even when I cannot see the road ahead. For you have said, "Trust in me with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding." I do not want to rely on my own limited wisdom, but instead, I surrender everything into your hands. O Lord, I do not ask you to hasten time, but I pray that you grant me the patience to wait in peace. Help me hold on to the truth that even when I cannot see clearly, you are still working, still preparing the best for me. I believe with all my heart that your timing is always the best. O Lord, help me see your grace in trials. O Lord, there are days when my heart feels so heavy. Trials, pain, and failures come one after another, shaking me to my core. I ask myself, why, Lord? I have tried to live according to your will, yet I still face so many hardships. At times I feel exhausted. At times I want to give up. But then, Lord, I remember your words. In this world you will have trouble. But take heart, I have overcome the world. You never promised that my life would always be smooth, but you did promise to always be with me, to sustain me through every step of the journey. If gold needs fire to be refined, if trees need storms to grow strong, then perhaps my faith also needs trials to mature. O Lord, help me not to see trials as punishment, but as opportunities to draw closer to you. When I am wounded, help me find healing in you. When I stumble, teach me to rise again with even greater trust, for it is in my weakest moments that I experience your power the most. Lord, I know that you will never allow me to bear more than I can handle. You have said, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." Help me to hold on to this truth whenever my heart wavers. Even when I do not understand everything that is happening, I believe that you are using all things, even suffering, to shape me according to your will. O Lord, I surrender all my struggles to you. Please grant me perseverance and a steadfast faith so that I may not only endure trials, but grow in your love through them. I do not know what tomorrow holds, but I trust that you are leading me, step by step, every moment of my life. O Lord, teach me to pray in a way that pleases you. O Lord, I have always prayed, but sometimes I wonder, does my prayer truly please you? Do I merely speak words without fully opening my heart to you? I long to come before you, not just with my lips, but with my whole heart. I want to pray not just to ask for blessings, but to dwell in your presence. But Lord, how can my prayer have power? I remember your teaching. When you pray, ask with faith, ask with sincerity, and ask according to the will of the Father in heaven. And I realize that a powerful prayer must have these three things. 1, faith, praying with absolute trust in you. O Lord, I know that prayer is not just about expressing my desires, but about placing my trust in you. Yet there are moments when my faith wavers, especially when my prayers seem unanswered. Help me remember that when I come to you with trust, even if I see no immediate result, you are still working. Ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and the door will be open to you. Strengthen my faith in this promise, so that I do not lose heart when I do not yet see a sign from you. 2, sincerity, praying from the depths of my heart. O Lord, there are times when I pray out of habit, yet my mind is elsewhere. Teach me to pause, to truly place my heart before you. I want to speak to you as a child speaks to their father, with honesty, without pretense. I want to offer you my joys and sorrows, my hopes and disappointments. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Lord, here I am, bringing my entire being before you. Please receive me. Nash 3, submission to your will, praying with a heart of surrender. O Lord, I often come to you asking for you to fulfill my desires, but I know that the best thing for me is not always what I want, but what you will. Not my will, but yours be done. Help me to pray not just to change my circumstances, but to change my own heart, so that I may accept all things with trust. If what I ask for has not yet come, grant me patience. If what I desire is not what is best, grant me obedience. And if I am going astray, draw me back to you. O Lord, I offer every prayer of mine to you. Teach me to pray with faith, with sincerity, and with complete surrender to you. Whether my prayers are answered in the way I expect or not, I trust that you always hear me and love me. And so I surrender all to you and say, O Lord, I trust in you.